Hey, cousin.
So, we back, cousins, for another week here. I want to be weird. Can you hit the? Can you hit it?
Ooh.
Because this is the man.
Hey, cousin.
Ooh, love that, don't you? Okay, so this is the man behind our intro song. Yes, cousin is behind the intro song. I love it.
I hope that
voice
note
is
was
everything.
noting.
He need to be a part of the Barino family, don't he?
You know what? Listen, them
They
the
got the
Barinos,
rats.
they got the rats, and I'm a part
And
of the
the
rats of the
monies.
club.
Yeah.
And they definitely got the coins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So we looking a little official this week. We got our merch popping. Yeah. Shout outs to the young lady who makes our tumblers.
Yes. Tika Massenberg, Facebook.
Tika.
Want to give you a shout out.
No lie, like I really need her.
Yeah.
I really need her to do stuff. I need that.
Oh, absolutely. I'll share it with you. Like,
cousin, I'm coming.
Yeah, I done already told her. I was like, listen, we got a lot of ideas and a lot of things that we about to, send your way. And she was like, hey, listen,
money.
Just let me know. So we got we gonna make you rich.
No, for
Tika.
real.
We gonna because we gonna
be a nice season.
Have everything going.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's very much appreciated. So thank you everybody for coming back, streaming with us on whatever platform you listen to us on.
Hey, cousin.
Coming back. We're trying to keep the lights on over here. So with that being said, I will say it at the end of the show, and I'm going to say it now. Anybody who wants to sponsor the Hey Cousin podcast, please hit us on our email, Instagram, Facebook. You can hit Jay's page, or you can hit my page. Anybody.
Yes.
We need those sponsors.
And listen, if you want to, just want your business broadcasted, you can send that to us as well for a small little fee, because we're business. Just small. We ain't trying to break your pockets, But like she said, we're trying to keep the lights on.
Mm-hmm.
All
donations
things.
too.
Yeah, we accept donations.
Yes, it can be anything. If you want to, supply merch for the next host coming on the show, we appreciate that too.
That would be dope.
It's all love.
Yeah.
It's all love.
Yeah.
So, podcasting is a passion of ours.
Absolutely.
It's deep rooted. I know yours stems from your mother. Mine stemmed from, a difficult part in my past. And it's just like, you know what? I need an outlet.
Yeah.
And you're a mental health counselor, so you know all about outlets and being somebody's outlet.
It's definitely necessary. I tell people all the time, like, as much as it may be uncomfortable for some people to talk about the hard spaces, it's great to talk about the hard spaces, because when you do that, the more you talk about it, the better you'll feel. Mm-hmm. There's a song that talks about that, but I ain't even gonna go into that. But the more you talk about it, the more you get it out. That's my form, but it has also been proven that just talking to people, and I know sometimes people don't really want to talk to counselors and things like that, and that's understandable, because you got cousins that you can talk to, but I would just say, always be, mindful, or life coaches, because people sleep on life coaches too. Mm. You can talk to life coaches. You can talk to anybody that you are comfortable with, that can be your confidant, that for a fact will take it to their grave. I have, friends that I could talk to. I have people I could talk to. But I also have a therapist, and, I see my therapist every 2 weeks. So yes, you heard that correctly.
Lucky you.
I am a therapist that sees a therapist.
Lucky you. Yeah. I see mine every week. Well, for good reasons too. So, she actually said something to me last week that I wasn't, well, not even last week, yesterday, because I see her every week. So every week on Thursday, she said something to me, and it did not sit well with me. I even had to meditate after therapy. And it's not because we were going back and forth because the therapist is not going to allow you to. It's just she said some things I knew was true, and it irritated myself. And I'm just like, I know it's factual. Mm-hmm. So it's good.
Sometimes you need that though, which goes back to the purpose of talking to someone, like that friend that's not going to just let you run amok just because you're my friend. Mm-hmm. Like, no, I'm going to give you the hard truth, or anybody that can help you with accountability. Like 2025, everybody, accountability.
Love that.
Yeah.
So with passion comes drive. What's something that drives you? Because I got a few.
I was just about to say, I have a lot of things that drive me. But what I will say is, I won't say too much because I got a project that I'm working on, and if I say too much, it's gonna automatically tell you guys what's what. But what I will say is, my mom, even though she's not here in the physical, she drives me to continue to do the things that she's instilled in me. Continue to chase my dreams, continue to, chase my purpose, because I know chasing purpose, that's something that I would say. I would also say, again, it's a lot of things a lot of untapped potential that I have that I'm chasing.
I love that. The untapped potential part.
Yeah, and I would say that, it's a lot of things that's here that I'm about to transcribe onto paper, because that's when it really really comes into fruition, when you put that thing down on paper. When you start manifesting that thing, it's good to keep it here, but it's also great for those of you that have Bibles, it's good to write it out, put it in the Bible, pray over it, or just in general, you could do the 369 manifestation method, where you write it 3 times in the morning. You write it 6 times in noontime, around lunchtime, and then you write it 9 times before you go to bed, and you just repeat that.
I love
repeat
that
cycle. Yeah.
For me, it's especially my kids. It's my mental health. I think, like you said, the untapped potentials, because the more I dive into podcasting, I realize I'm like, dang, I know how to do this and I know how to do that. So I'm developing skills that I didn't even know existed.
Exactly.
So that is what drives me. I did have a question while you were talking, because you said untapped skills. If you weren't a podcaster in mental health, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't a podcaster and I was not in mental health, what would I do? Well, I know for a fact I still would be giving advice. Like, I've been giving advice since I was a kid, and that's honestly what has kind of driven me to do that. But if I was not doing that, as much as I continue to try to run from this, and y'all gonna hear me cuss on here, but I promise you I love the Lord.
Because y'all know I'm cussing.
I promise you I love the Lord. But one thing I know for a fact, I probably would be a minister. I honestly probably would be a minister. So many people that don't know me just come up to, hey, you a minister? I'm like, no, you see something? You see something? Did the Lord tell you something that he didn't tell me? You know what I mean? So I would definitely say that I could probably see that. And that's not to say that I won't be that, because, again, God ain't done with me yet, and I know he's not. So I don't know. But that would probably be something dealing with advice or the minister kind of role. I definitely could see me doing that. What say you? If you weren't podcasting, then
I would be a chef.
So I've been in gonna make me a meal, y'all.
I've been in a Food Network challenge, like contest thing before. I came in like 15th.
No, that's great.
That is,
because I'm sure there was a slew of other people there. So that's good.
Because I'm a Southern cooker, but I have so many different facets of my cooking. Like, I can cook Asian cuisine. I can cook, island foods. It really doesn't matter. I just taste it, and I can stretch food. Like, I think that comes from not having a lot as a kid. Your mom cooking whatever is in there to make something. And as an adult, having my own kids, knowing you got to let things stretch, if you don't have it, I've learned how to make something out of nothing.
Right. So. And, and I think a lot of people don't know how to do that. You definitely got to learn how to survive, because you never know when you have to use those survival skills. So, yeah. I would say, something else that I just thought about that you towards that question. I honestly think I know I would be an actor. That's the other thing, because I be acting all the time, y'all. So I definitely know I would be an actor. And about 40 pounds smaller, I would definitely be a dancer as well.
Okay.
I would be a dancer because, if my knees cooperate with me.
I was wanting to be a model, but back in the day when I was growing up, Tyra. What is it? Tyra.
Yeah,
I was about to say Twyla. You had to be like at least 5'7", 5'8", and
Oh,
like
yeah,
130 pounds.
Yeah, which I'm glad that the doors have been knocked down in terms of that too.
Right, but it happened after I decided, my dreams are over. But
it's never too late.
No, it's never too late.
Because you can literally carve your own path. I tell people that all the time. You can literally, if you can think it, if you can dream it, it can be done.
Yeah, I love a camera.
Yeah,
I love a camera. Yeah. I think that might rank over being a chef, honestly.
Yeah, and at this point, it's so accessible. You can do GWRMs, get ready with me. So, like, you could do that. And guess what that is? Modeling. You see what I'm saying? So
another form of income.
Yeah, listen. So I tell people all the time, it's so much untapped potential that we can do. If you're not somebody that wants to be in front of the camera, you know what I mean? You can be the person behind the camera where you're writing out scripts. Mm-hmm. You can be the person behind the camera that, keeps people on track. You can be the person behind the camera that's what? Engineering. So, it's, again, that untapped potential.
What about things you, like, weird things that you're good at? Like something nobody really knows that you know how to do.
So I've never said this on a public platform, but I'm only bringing this up because people have asked me today in training. But a lot of people don't know that that I actually can do hair. My aunt,
Why are you laughing about that?
I'm laughing because you know, in the Black community, you don't really hear too many men say that they know how to, do hair and stuff like that. But my aunt, and I don't think she knew what she was doing at the time, or maybe she did, but she taught all of the cousins that were there, male and female, how to do hair. I know how to bake. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of things like that. Like, I know how to do the domestic side of things. Like, I live by myself. I'm in a relationship, but I live by myself. She lives by herself. So it's, again, getting back to the hair thing. I know how to do hair. And when I say I know how to do hair, I know how to braid. I know how to do sew-ins. I know, I really know how to. I'm always going to be able to get to the bag. That's really what I'm saying. I'm going to always figure out how to get to the bag.
Because, baby, let me tell you something. Don't everybody know how to braid over locks?
Listen. I don't know if I've never tried it, but I honestly think that if I had the moment to try it, I think I could conquer it.
I think because mine isn't so mature. Like yours is mature. Mine is not matured yet. I've not even had them like 2 years. So
okay. But they are still mature though.
You think so?
Yeah. Because, once the budding process starts, that's really...
That's it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, and, you can take, like, your form can take whatever you kind of choose. Like, a lot of people that I know, they like the curly ends, so they'll continue to kind of, like, comb those out over time. Like, they never let those lock. Yeah. So it's just kind of all in your preference. Yeah, see?
So we done talked about a few things, and not to get off topic, but let's get into this week's recap. That's my favorite part.
Yes.
Favorite part. I love entertainment. I love going over what's going on, from the shade room to the complex to the baller alerts to CNN to whatever is going on. I'm going to give it to you.
I'm looking like that because I was about to say, I want to taste my words because we don't shit on other platforms.
No.
But I will say that there are some people out there that's just like downright gutter, rude, and mean. And I gotta say this only because I feel like this person should have learned their lesson by now. But I don't think that the lesson has been learned. And this is Unwind with Tasha K. And again, I'm only saying that I'm not here to bash her at all. But I think that she lets evil prevail, if that makes sense. Like, it's almost as if she's
there for the starting shit.
Yeah.
Get the rumors
like, and it's like, wait, Cardi B ain't taught you a lesson yet.
But people like that, they survive off controversy, like Wendy Williams.
But see, Wendy Williams, I feel like it was a little bit different with Wendy. Like, Wendy gonna bring the story to you, and she got that New Jersey approach to her. But I feel like the way that she gave the story, it was kind of comical versus it was more comical than I'm intentionally trying to hurt this person.
But it's the delivery also. And true, then
true. And I think that direct approach is probably what did it. And that the fact that she's from New Jersey, I think they did it for Wendy. But for Tasha, is like,
because I'm guaranteeing the same things that she said Wendy can say, and nobody would have a problem with it. Some might, but she wouldn't give a fuck.
And again, I think the reason why, hell, to be honest with you, I think I could hear Whoopi say some of the things that Tasha says, but it'll be received because, again, Whoopi, she's direct, but she's not doing it from an evil kind of standpoint.
Malice, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No malice. It's not a malice intent behind it. Free Wendy Williams, okay? Because Wendy Williams is my girl. Like, my family hates that I love Wendy Williams, but Wendy Williams is my girl. Free my girl.
I feel like people who are like in radio personalities and podcasts and entertainment, they love her.
Yeah, free my girl.
That's the GOAT for us. Like, even some people that don't like Charlamagne the God, like the GOAT.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
But now, I even with that, since we talk about entertainment, I think Breakfast Club has a great mix now.
Yes.
Not saying that Angela Yee, because I love Angela Yee too.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Angela Yee, but I think the formula is perfect now. Yeah. Because you have Jess with the mess.
Different generations also.
Different generations,
exactly. It makes it,
Yeah, it makes it more relatable.
Right. Because we are definitely opposite.
Yeah,
like
polar opposites. but it works.
But it does.
It works.
I mean, we'll sit here and debate for a while because I could have went back and forth about this Wendy Williams things, but it's okay.
And I was ready. We were going to respectfully work through
it. Yes.
Yeah.
So this week, a lot of things sparked my interest to bring to the podcast today. Super Bowl week. Kendrick Lamar.
Bowl. Yes.
Peekaboo.
Yeah, listen. Luther. That's my song right now. I fuck with Luther. I
love the way you said that. Peekaboo.
Yeah.
Love a Cali accent.
So it's funny that you said Kendrick Lamar.
Why?
Because in my training, and you guys know that I just started a new job. I just mentioned it last week. But Kendrick Lamar was the topic of conversation, and
it's Kendrick Lamar. I'm gonna get on that after you. Go ahead.
And so the question was posed, like, how is it that we really are going to allow Kendrick Lamar to perform in New Orleans? And there is Lil Wayne. And this is my take on it. And then I would love to hear your take as well. So my take on it, I'm an avid Lil Wayne fan. So I'm going to start with that.
Let's stop right there. No Lil Wayne slander will be tolerated.
Yeah, no Lil Wayne slander will be tolerated. But I'm going to keep it real with you because that's my role in all of this. Mm-hmm. So I rocks with Lil Wayne. Matter of fact, Lil Wayne was top 3 for me. You know what I mean? For the longest, rapper-wise. But then I had to look at this thing in totality. When it comes to the Super Bowl, the Super Bowl's job, role in the game, the halftime show that is, because I don't watch football. Y'all can come for me if you want to. I can protect myself. I don't watch football, but the purpose of the halftime show is to do what? Bring traction. Yeah. So therefore, they're getting people that has some
that don't watch the football.
Exactly. So they're drawing upon all demographics. That's what they're going for. So I said that to say they're looking at the newest, the freshest, the hottest thing at the time. Okay. And so that's not to say that Lil Wayne don't have the catalog to support him being the artist for the Super Bowl. It's not to say that at all, but they're looking at what's current at the time. And let's be honest, Kendrick Lamar hit some numbers just off of Not Like Us alone last year. Like, in fact, that won a Grammy. We could talk about that later on because I know we're going to tap that too. Tap that. But I said that to say that at this current time, I don't think it shouldn't matter. Like, if they went to Texas, I don't think they should get Beyonce to perform again because it don't matter. I don't think they should get, Megan to perform the halftime show at that time because that shouldn't matter. What I do think is, hey, if there's somebody that's hotter at that time that's got a lot of steam behind them, then let's go with them at that time, and it's okay. And that's not shitting on the other artists because, like I said, like you said, there will be no Lil Wayne slander that will transpire.
Nice.
But Kendrick Lamar at this time works.
So speaking of Lil Wayne having a catalog and it's just not being his time right now due to other highlighted artists, do you think, in your opinion, Lil Wayne, the 2010, 2016 Lil Wayne might have peaked?
Listen, yes.
Because he was going hard.
Listen, and that is exactly what I said. That was exactly my retort when I gave my statement. If they had got him between that time frame, hands down, that would have been explosive. Hands down.
Now, do you think it's coincidental? Now, listen to this, cousins, because y'all know I be doing my research. I'm a little nerd on the low, just a little bit. So they posted, shout out to Shade Room and this information. They posted now probably about 30 hours ago that Lil Wayne is dropping the Carter 6.
Ooh.
On the same week of the Super Bowl. Is that not coincidental?
What I would say is,
It's smart.
I was just about to say that it's smart because his name is going to continue to be like I'm pretty sure if I pulled up the phone right now, he's probably trending.
Yeah,
because
I guarantee
the Super Bowl is about to happen because he's a part of the conversation. So if I were him, if I didn't have the Carter 6 available, I would have had at least a Buzz single ready. Exactly on Sunday. Like as soon as the halftime is over with, boom, I'm dropping it.
Tell me where you been.
You know what I mean? I would do that because like I ain't even gonna get into that because we're gonna talk about Monday Long too. My head is going everywhere, but go ahead.
It's all right. So who you want to see feature with Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl?
So I definitely think he has no choice but to bring SZA out, which I think she's already been confirmed.
Yeah, because the tour.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I know y'all probably gonna dislike this.
Please, I already know what
but I definitely think that he should bring Beyonce out because they got a song together and it was explosive.
A song.
It was explosive.
Just
It was
one.
explosive. It was explosive. It was explosive.
Oh my god! Just a week without it.
But no, because she needs
She was
to be
just at the
present.
Grammys, looking like somebody's older.
No Beyonce slander will be tolerated.
I guess.
Everybody know I'm a Beyonce fan.
Just not a fan of her.
Okay, and then, listen, to each his own.
She
And that's
bleaching
okay.
though.
She what?
She bleaching though.
We're not gonna do that. We're gonna keep it to the facts here. We don't know that she's bleaching, but what we will say is back to the topic that you asked. So let me see who else. Believe it or not, who else can? I'm trying to think of everybody. Oh, I need my boy to come out. I need J. Cole to come out there.
I was gonna say that.
I need J. Cole to come out there.
That shit right there.
That would be dope. Who else? Yeah, so I need J. Cole. I need. You know what? I don't even think they got a song together, but I need her to come out.
Ooh.
I need Mary to come back. I like Mary.
I'm done.
I'm not a huge Mary fan, but I like Mary, and I think it would be good for her touring purposes. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to connect all the dots. I think that would be good for her touring purposes. But as far as like who else? Honestly, Chloe and Halle, like if he got them to come out and sing on any song that a singer is on, or him singing, but allow them to sing on it, I think that would be dope too. Just anybody that kind of, is relevant now, honestly, I would be cool with. Hell, let's go outside of that. Let's go to my boy Shabuzi. And I know, you know what I mean? And I know that he don't have a song with him, but why not bring him out? Why not bring out Post Malone? I rock with Post Malone. What's my boy name?
But see, the thing about the only problem I have with what you're saying is you just named two people who are in country that is New Orleans.
So why is it a problem? Because
it's New Orleans. Like don't get me wrong. Like country music is everywhere, but they hot too. Lil Wayne ain't got nothing to do with it.
So, Dom, can you tell me what are your thoughts about some of the people that have been nominated and or won a Grammy? Since we were talking about the Grammys, what do you think about that?
Well, Kendrick Lamar with his babies of Grammys in his arm.
Yes, he did.
This is ever so deserving.
Yes.
To my knowledge, Beyonce didn't have any prior to, did she?
No, she won 3.
Right, prior to this Grammys. Did she have any?
Yeah.
Okay.
She had 32.
32.
prior to this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was super surprised, but not really. Doechii, she won her.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
She's on top.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel that she was snubbed last year because Doechii has been doing her thing for a minute. Cause that song, "What It Is," ho,
Rhapsody
what's
too.
up? Can a good
Rhapsody
girl get a
too.
little love?
She's been out for years.
Of course, you know I love Rhapsody because she from here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I definitely fucks with Rhapsody. And my girl, damn. And I see her. It starts with a T. It's not Tierra Whack. Tink. I feel so like she's been slighted for so long.
Yeah, she's really good.
You know what I mean? Because she's really good. Like that's that staple in R&B music. I feel like if she were able to have like a team behind her that could kind of push, I feel like her and Money Long would be going head to head because of the style of
like
music
she's
that
to
they.
Summer Walker.
I feel like she has
Like
Summer Walker-esque
yes,
stuff, but I also feel like she has some Money Long-esque things too. So again, maybe in between.
Yeah,
we'll go with the in between.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
it's definitely giving that soft whisper kind of singing.
Not soft whisper. Okay, soft whisper.
Because you know they have like singers that sing in cursive. They say then you have the whisper singers and
yeah, that's true.
The raspy singers.
Yeah, so listen, I love a good rasp going on.
That's how you know they'd be a minister or something in enough time.
And then there's that.
They could preach.
Then there's that. But I would definitely say, yeah, I think the album of the year. So I wanted to say this as a Beyonce fan. I wanted to say I think album of the year was deserved by Beyonce, but I don't think that this album should have been the album of the year.
Because it won't.
and what I mean by that is I feel like this was a good body of work, but I don't feel that it was album of the year work.
So what I've noticed about Beyonce is when she wins certain awards, and it's for a lot of them, it's not based on her current work. Like, she wins Song of the Year, be like, yeah, but this one won't even one of the hottest for her to win the Song of the Year. Like, it's been like that multiple times.
And I would say, you know, honestly speaking, I would say I feel like the first album of the year should have been Lemonade. But the fact that they allowed it to go to Adele. Now, please understand, I love Adele. I love Adele. However, a lot of Adele's music is a certain genre.
Because she's a ballad singer.
And it's a ballad. And majority of the time is depressive.
So
but she can sing.
She's the female Rod Wave.
Ooh, yeah, from over yonder. She the female Rod Wave from over yonder. There it is.
But
she sings.
Along with that, I feel like it's a lot more hurt people than happy people. So it sells.
It does, and that was the other thing.
When it sells, even with Mary, it sells when she's upset in the person.
Yeah, because they don't want to hear her. Nobody wants to hear Mary do like a club. Like we were able to take Holleration and we were okay with that, you know what I mean? But we weren't like really, really with it. Mm-hmm. Like we want to hear that I was your lover and your secretary.
Yes.
Working every day of
that
the
is exactly
week. It. Yeah, that's what we really wanted to hear.
And same thing with Adele, though.
And that's why I said I like Adele, but it's one of those things that I'm definitely not going to listen to Adele every day of the week. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not knocking Adele because I love Adele. You know what I mean? But I'm not finna listen to her every day of the week. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna listen to Beyonce every day of the week. And I am a Beyonce fan.
Once every quarter.
But what I am gonna do is first of all, my playlist will probably give a lot of you trauma because we can be booty shaking, listen to booty shaking music because I'm not booty shaking. We can listen to booty shaking music. I just wanted to make sure that that's not what we saying. But we can listen to booty shaking music and it'll go straight into we fall down. And don't judge me, judge your mamas.
I have that too.
Yeah, like it's gonna be a combination of all things. But
Yolanda.
Oh, I love me some Yolanda, but we won't even get into that. But yeah, so I would definitely go back and say that I do feel that Beyonce was deserving of album of the year, but just not Cowboy Carter.
Not
I feel like,
2025.
I do feel like Renaissance, even though she should have gotten it from Lemonade, but because she didn't get it from Lemonade, I definitely think that she should have got it from
I feel
Renaissance.
Like it was so many
Renaissance
great
was a good album
of the year that Cowboy Carter got it. I'm like, are they just trying to make sure she gets her country stand in where she needs to be because don't nobody really like her over there?
And so I was about to say, I feel like, first of all, the CMA is trying to snub her. We could talk about that too. Like, I don't think that she should have gotten the most CMAs, so to speak, but I definitely think that because of the records in which she's broken over in country, regardless of whether people like it or don't like it, I absolutely think that she should have gotten at least one CMA.
She's not the first.
But
she's not the
correct.
one currently doing it either, because we could talk about K. Michelle, and she's been having her foot on country's neck.
Correct, but then you got to understand the reason why K. Michelle hasn't superseded and excelled is because K. Michelle has a lot of antics that come with her. Like, her antics overshadows her artistry. I don't want K. Michelle, if I'm being honest with you, I don't want K. Michelle to become, what's my girl name? The black chick, because she do a lot. Damn, what's her name? She was a rapper, but now all she does is get online and just talk shit. It's
Akbar?
Akbar? Well, her too, but no, not her.
Cardi B.
She's a dark skinned. Damn, she's a dark skinned chick, and I promise you, I see her face. Damn.
What's she saying?
I mean, it ain't nothing really popular, but she actually can rap. She can rap, but again, the point being, the antics overshadows the artistry itself, and I think that's the only reason why K. Michelle isn't further. Because honestly speaking, we know that K. Michelle, that PM writes. You know what I mean? We know that K. Michelle, she can put a song together. We know that K. Michelle can yodel. K. Michelle can do a lot of things.
Take it all away from her in that voice.
You know what I mean? K. Michelle can do the damn thing, but I think the problem is, again, the antics. So I said that to say that, you know, I think that there were some good ones. A lot of people were talking about Money Long because her live performance at the Grammys was not satisfactory compared to all the things that she's done previous. But what I would say is, that's why I said sometimes there's so much pressure on celebrities because you can't have a bad day. And this young lady is suffering lupus, you know what I mean? And so she could have had an off week or off day. She could have, you know what I mean? She could have just gotten over a cold, and she wanted to do live because she knew that if I don't do live, y'all gonna clock me for not doing live. You see what I'm saying? So I think she at that point, she had no choice. But I said all of that to say that, you know, the clips, because I did not watch the Grammys as an entire body of work.
I won't go watch it.
But the things that I've seen, like, you know, the wins, the small wins that I've seen, or big wins, depending on how you're looking at it, I definitely would say Kendrick Lamar, I was proud of getting that. But did y'all know that Kendrick Lamar made history? That was the first time that a actual diss track got a Grammy. So that man made
he's making history multiple ways, because that is going to skyrocket sales and streams after this Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know his sales on all his other albums and mixtapes.
It's gonna be crazy.
That went up too. Yeah,
it's gonna be crazy. They even have on Apple Music, they have a whole like playlist dedicated to Kendrick Lamar in the Super Bowl. So like different, you know, they hot too. Lil Wayne ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, to bring country to it, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
So I feel like, I think, in my opinion,
it's just like you want to piss somebody else off.
Well, no, it's not about pissing people off, but hey, sometimes you do have to be bold and firm and unapologetic in who you are and whatever that looks like. So in my opinion, it's about, we're supposed to be creating harmony regardless of what that looks like. So to me, I'm thinking about, okay, well, what can we do that can be harmonious? What can we do that can bring everything together? And so I'm thinking of all things, like who I don't want to see up there though, because that should have been a better question. Who I do not want to see up there. Taylor Swift, say your ass home. So, be with Travis Kelsey or whatever his name is. Stay with him. You know what I mean? But stay home. Don't even be there.
But she looked nice at the Grammys.
I don't care.
She did.
I don't care.
Like, damn girl getting thick. She getting thick. She in collard greens.
It's work. It's work. She getting work. It's not cornbread fed. It's work.
She might be in
but
that
listen,
cornbread.
I don't hate Taylor Swift, but I think
she's overrated.
Absolutely, I think it's
Beyonce is too.
But what we can't say is, so I'm glad that you brought that up. So you said that Beyonce is overrated, but since we want to compare the two, we're talking about the two, right?
Who's overrated?
So Taylor Swift, there is no singing. If there was no machine behind Taylor Swift would still be playing that motherfucking guitar in the end.
Well, that's neither here nor there.
It's
They're
here.
both overrated.
It's here. But let me tell you the difference.
Entertainment purposes, they still overrated. Don't nobody want to see that.
But that's the budget.
But everybody does.
But going back to your original statement, strip Beyonce of all the machines, strip Beyonce of any theatrics, put Beyonce up there and somebody sitting directly beside her with a guitar.
Can sing.
And she gonna sing it down every time.
She can sing.
Now do the same with Taylor Swift. It's not the fuck gonna happen.
But it doesn't negate the fact, cousin. They're overrated.
Listen, and I'm not saying to people that's not a Beyonce fan, I could understand, hey, Beyonce is everywhere and I'm tired of seeing her. I get it. I'm a Beyonce fan to a certain extent.
But I sing every single one of the songs. I didn't say anything like her music.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I want people to understand that I'm saying I'm a fan. I didn't say I'm a stan. So you're not about to see me doing all of the crazy, outlandish stuff. That's not going to ever happen with me. But if we're going with the greatest entertainer of our current time, I ain't talking about, I'm not talking about Michael. I'm not talking about Janet. I'm not talking about.
It won't be
Where the hell does this accent come from? I'm not talking about.
Okay. He a bae.
I don't even know where I don't even know where the accent came from. But listen, see, I told y'all I'm an actor. It just happens. I would just say that, at the current time, she's simply the greatest entertainer at this time.
And that comes from a Beyonce fan. Because I don't agree.
Oh, outside of her and Chris, who's really doing it?
That's what I was going to say.
Okay, I can, and you would never get any Chris hate from me either, because Chris has been doing this thing since Poppin'.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? So I've been a Chris fan, so you're never gonna get. I do feel like he was treated horribly with the whole Rihanna situation. I'm not gonna go back. I don't condone violence. No DV will be tolerated or anything of the sort. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure that I say that. But I think that they also overplayed it. I think they also did not talk about what led to that. I feel like she was vindicated, and I've said this for years. I feel that she was vindicated, or tolerated, however you want to choose it, because she was the woman in the situation. But did we really go?
She was a woman in a lot of situations during that time.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
But did we really go back and dissect what really truly happened? Because they tried to say that, and this is alleged. Okay, so I want to make sure I say the word alleged. Allegedly, they're saying that she provided him with a word that starts with an H and ends with an S. And you can't just willy-nilly give that back. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? And again, allegedly. So I don't know, because I wasn't there. But if that is the case, me taking them, the celebrity, out of the mix, and I'm thinking, like, if somebody did that to me and they knew, how would I feel? You know what I mean? Like, would there have been a time that I felt that I needed to defend myself? And I'm not condoning actually connecting or physically harming somebody, but I'm just saying, would I felt the need to defend myself? And in that particular case, I do feel that I would need it to have defended myself, whether I went on Instagram, wherever, and did a long rant, whatever, or called somebody, whatever. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have physically did it because I don't believe in putting my hands on a female. You know what I mean? So I would not have physically done it, but I don't know I feel like a lot of things would have been racing through my head at that time. And again, I'm not saying that it's okay. I'm just saying that was a lot for that man to endure, and they kept him, basically blackballed for years following that.
But I also, in return, I also think that's why he's been able to stand the test of time for so long, because of all of the things he went through,
the adversities,
that time.
Yeah,
exactly, and the truths that we don't know about also that allowed him to stay on top for so long, because things that happen in the entertainment world will put you up under the ground.
Listen,
and they will forget about you.
Yeah,
but. In entertainment news this weekend, you mentioned the Grammys. We do have the Grammys coming out. Are the Grammys the new BET Awards? Because based off the clips that I saw this time, it gave BET Awards with gowns.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know.
Sprinkle of Oscar people.
I don't know. I don't know that I would say BET Awards, but I will say that I feel that the Grammys, just like the Oscars, just like the CMAs, a lot of these award shows, I think that they're trying so hard to be so relevant that the ground rules and boundaries and things that they used to have now gone out the window, to include, like you said, nobody would ever show up looking the way that a lot of these people have looked this year.
So, because he just pretty much said they just let anybody in.
Listen, and it's a fact, and I don't want to say this like this because following that statement, this is going to be diabolical, but it is true. If you have the means to get into the Grammys, you can. Like, if I knew exactly the dates or I did the research, I could have purchased a ticket. To go to the Grammys. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I don't have any affiliation with the actual, outside of us doing what we're currently doing, which we're going to be at the Grammys next year, y'all. We manifesting that thing. We're going to be out there interviewing people at the Grammys next year. Mark our words. We're going to be there.
On the red carpet.
On the red carpet. So look for Hey Cousin.
On your TV.
On your TV screen. Mm-hmm. But I would definitely say that I think a lot of...
You got to say it 3 times. We're going to be on the Grammys.
Oh, we're going to be on the Grammys. We're going to be on the Grammys. We're going to be on the Grammys. We're going to interview. It's too much to kind of do the...
We're going to be on the Grammys is enough.
But we're going to do the 369 method.
Yeah, we're going to be on the Grammys.
Off the camera, but we're going to be on the Grammys. Period, poo. I've been saying that all week just to bother people. But yeah, so I definitely would say that I think that while it needs to be tweaked a little bit so that it can be current, I feel like it's certain things were put in place for a reason. I feel like, all of the way that they treated my boy, Babyface, y'all wrong for that.
They did somebody else like that too. It's not coming to me right now, but it was disrespectful.
Yeah, like it was so disrespectful. Like they asked the man a question. For those of you that don't know, that don't really follow the Grammys, they asked him a question. They were interviewing him, but then what's the girl name?
Somebody current.
Capricornia or some shit. It was something like that. It was something like that. I promise.
I believe you.
And she looked a hot ass mess, but that's neither here nor there. But they just totally disregarded him, and he's a living legend that has pushed the pen for so many artists, including some of the current artists.
But see, that's the thing.
And he was black.
A lot of places that have these award shows and these red carpets, they have a lot of the, what is it, Gen X?
They don't Gen Zers now, I think.
One a lot of them are the Gen young Zers. Ones that are like 18 to 20 something, like they don't know the culture past.
Correct.
What,
and they don't
Chris
do research.
Brown. Like,
and they don't do research.
They might go back as far as Brandy and Monica, but I've also heard somebody say, "Who is Brandy?" And
I was about to say they don't. Honestly, they don't know Brandy and Monica outside of the fact that, and I'm saying the Gen Zers outside of Cinderella, but then they remember Brandy and Monica because of Ariana Grande, because she did the Boys Mind remix.
The Boys Mind.
Right. And that's the only reason why a lot of people in that generation knows her.
Yeah, agreed. Like,
I had my little cousin. He asked me. He was like, I was like, yeah, Beyonce was in this group. He was like, yeah, the name of the group is Sisters. I was like, Sisters? What the fuck is that? Baby, and it blew my mind.
Respect on my generation.
You know what I mean? It blew my mind because, you know what I mean? I don't think, like back in the day, our mamas, grandmas, and them, they would play music, even though we didn't like it at the time.
We sing it now.
We sing it now. You understand what I'm saying? Like some
I'm
of this
an
music,
old
the
school
biddy da
head.
biddy da ba, the
Yeah.
Buddha da Buddha ba. Everybody sounds the same. Everybody sounds the same.
Agreed. And I actually get clowned on a lot. I don't think it's clowned on, but it's kind of cute when they pick on me because I'm always listening to Freddie Jackson or Anita Baker.
Listen.
Or, Patti LaBelle.
Patty?
Somebody,
Somebody loves you, baby. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Sing it with the vocals. Yeah, vocals. Yeah, so
But
I'm
yeah.
always listening to something. Luther, baby, they on my playlist hard.
Listen, now Luther went hard. And there was a difference between Big Luther and Small Luther. It was a difference.
I'm listening to the music just like I listen to the 90s music because a lot of the 90s music had you questioning, like, why are we even together? Because the stuff you singing, is questionable. Like, Luther was questionable in some of his songs he sang, too. Yeah. It was questionable, like, did he tickle my fancy?
No.
Yes, it was questionable. Yes.
You know what?
Yes, it was.
I feel like, did it tickle your fancy?
Diddy said tickle my fancy. It was on that level of questionable. Yes, I'll send you the song. I'll send it to you.
Yeah. So.
No. But before we wrap up the Grammys part, the baby, it's been a while since he came out with Fat, I think, not too long ago. So he kind of been like skating on the radar a little bit since this whole situation with his baby mama and Megan, all that stuff. But he posted on Twitter because Young Miami and him has a song coming out or something.
No.
Yeah, for Valentine's Day. And he was like, someone find out if Young Miami has a Valentine, and if so, I wonder if he can fight. Then she replies, you know where to find me. And then he replies, on the way.
So she was single. She's single.
Apparently.
Yeah. She's single. I seen her on TikTok. So she don't have a man.
Toxicity from that tweet, baby. I could feel it.
From him?
Both of them.
Because I was
They
gonna say,
some
I definitely
people.
feel like she,
She's with the golden showers and all.
Oh.
She
did say that.
She loved it.
That's
that
nasty.
Funky shit.
I just somebody tell me, like,
She pretty though. She pretty.
If my girl
to be
told me,
getting
hey
pissed
baby,
on.
can you give me a golden shower? No, like,
See,
I could do something else, but it won't be golden shower.
I don't know. How much water did you drink? I'm just kidding.
Listen, I'll give you something else, but it won't be golden.
Let me go living my life like it's gold.
Yeah, it won't be golden. It will not be golden. But I would definitely say it's certain limits.
I don't know. I don't think I have any when it comes to the bedroom.
Well, I would have to be easy
what happens
to
there
it.
stays there.
You know what? And I've never done a golden shower on anyone, but I can tell you it's an absolute hell no.
What do you think squirting is?
I don't want that. Keep your squirt to yourself. Don't give me the squirt. Just give me the gushy, but don't give me the squirt. Okay? I'm not interested in the squirt. I don't want it.
Don't want it.
I don't want it.
Cousin.
Yeah, I don't want it. Like, don't piss on me. Listen,
How much water you drink?
I'm not
I
R.
can't say
Kelly.
that. I can't say that because if it come out like water, it don't smell like nothing. Maybe.
No. I don't want that. Now I can look at it on the people's, X, because X is basically, the site to see the things.
It is to see all the things.
Yeah, so I can watch it.
I said we don't need Pornhub no more.
I ain't been on Pornhub in years.
Or X and double X or any of them. I mean,
I've been on X. I'm still on X. I got a membership on X at this point.
Everything on X.
But we not even gonna go too far.
Yeah, we're not gonna go too far now.
That's Hey Cousin After Dark.
After Dark.
we're gonna give y'all one of those segments too.
No, I have a lot of people actually inquire about stuff like that.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely
with the
give
live
you
audience.
Yeah, that'll be
Yes.
good. So we definitely gonna and we can ask the audience questions and they don't have to be on camera and all the things. Mm-hmm.
See, look, we put
So listen, it's
skills
coming.
we didn't even know
We're gonna
that we
definitely
had.
give y'all Hey Cousins After Dark, which means that guess what? We're not gonna release it until after dark hours.
Ooh. And we can be in the news. I mean, the threads in the feed if you have any
Correct.
questions or anything. We're
Correct.
Yeah. So that sounds
Correct.
cool.
So yeah, we're gonna do that.
But to wrap it up, we do want to thank you all again for coming to listen to us.
Yes,
on the
yes,
platform.
yes.
Shout out to Pam LLC.
Pam LLC and newly Style by Jaye. The website is coming. But if you need to hit me up for your styling needs, for your I drew a blank. So your styling needs, or if you need to hit me up for interior decorating, if you need me to give you damn, why am I drawing a blank?
I don't know, but you might can style me my next our next podcast.
Oh, don't threaten me with a good time. I would definitely do that.
I love good times. I'm always making.
Oh, I think we should have a segment, boss.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should have a segment where I style everybody on there and we kind of do. Oh, that'll be dope.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah.
Boss.
So Style by Jaye.
Style by Jaye. We got Toxic as Fuck Radio also.
Toxic as Fuck Radio.
Absolutely. You can follow us on our social media handles. Just click the link in the bio and it will pull up the link tree for you to be able to view anything by Jaye and view anything by Dime.
Correct.
You also have Boss.
You the boss.
What a sponsor. Immaculate Dedication Enterprises.
You heard that.
So follow us if you haven't. We're on all platforms. YouTube. Definitely go to YouTube. Please drive the traction to YouTube. Share it to anybody. Send a link.
Don't get tired of us this week, y'all, because I promise y'all on this next week, we're going to put it on our personal pages so that you can follow us here on Hey Cousin. It's going to be everywhere. So don't get tired of us. I'm telling you, it's going to be at least 2 to 3 times or more per week that we are posting.
I'll just be sharing shit.
So be ready. Be ready.
Yeah.
And like she said, our individual podcasting, she's currently in her current season. I was doing a mid-season hiatus, but we will be back over there checking in with Pam LLC on February the 18th.
Okay. Come on, babe.
So we coming back. And listen, 2025, we outside. We get into the bag.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And shout out to Toxic as Fuck Radio for reaching Germany and Senegal.
Boom. Worldwide, baby.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
Hey, cousin on the way.
Listen. So you heard that? Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin. Peace. Hey.